Welcome to March Madness Minute number 12. Today Rob's going to show you some different gameplay options and some management tips for playing Kahoot.
In this video, we will explore the gameplay of Kahoot and classroom management suggestions for making the most of the game. Before we start, here are 6 reasons to use Kahoot. Pause the video to briefly review them. Playing a game of Kahoot has 2 separate sets of procedures, one for teachers and one for students. We will begin following the teacher's procedures and then move on to the students. The first thing that a teacher will want to do is go to createkahoot.it. This will bring you to the sign-in page. Sign in with the account that we created together in the previous video. Once logged in, you will want to go to the top right of the screen and hover over the purple hamburger icon to see your account settings. Click on My Kahoots and scroll through all of your Kahoots until you find the one you want to play. When you find it, click play. It takes a moment for the Kahoot to load. While it is loading, you will want to look through some of the gameplay options. I prefer to randomize the order of my answers and keep the music off. I also like to have the pin turned on throughout. This allows students who are kicked off to rejoin the game. Once I have my settings in place, I click Launch. It's important at this point to make sure your device is plugged into a projector. Students will see a pin. For students to play Kahoot, they will need an internet-connected device. To begin, they will go to kahoot.it, and once there, they will enter the game pin that you have displayed on the projector. It's important for students to use a nickname that you will recognize. As students enter their name, it will populate on the projected screen. It looks like a few other students are about to join. Some teachers prefer to have students enter the first initial of their last name. Now that all members of my class have joined, I can click Start to begin the game. It looks like my first answers are coming in. After responding, students will receive immediate feedback. They will instantly know whether their answer was correct or incorrect, and what the correct answer was if they were incorrect. Students will know their ranking and how many points they are behind the next highest ranked peer. On the teacher side, I can see the results from my class instantaneously. It's important to acknowledge not just the correct answers, but also the incorrect perceptions, and use this as a teaching point. Between each question, a scoreboard will pop up showing the rank of the top members of the class. On the student's screen, they will see the same icons. At the end of the quiz, I can click End. The top scorer will be displayed, showing their total points and the number of correct and incorrect answers they gave. Teachers can also click on Feedback and Results and give students an opportunity to graphically display their feelings about the topic they just learned. Finally, click on Final Results to see the overall score for the class. To make the most out of your Kahoot experience, here are a few classroom management suggestions. First off, load the Kahoot in advance. Have the pin displayed on the projector so that you can spend your time helping students log in and not fiddling with your own device. Second of all, remember to direct students to enter kahoot.it in their web browser. This is different than the address that you use to access Kahoot. If you are working with young students, I recommend that you create a QR code that they can scan to quickly join the class at kahoot.it. Don't forget that students can create their code name, but you want it to be one that you could recognize. This will be important in our next video when we save results. I also recommend that you give a practice question if this is the first time that you're playing Kahoot with your class. This will give your students an opportunity to learn the gameplay and you an opportunity to learn how to manage the game. Be sure to set a purpose when you play. Sometimes Kahoot is used for ice breaking, other times it can be used for learning new material or review. I've even used Kahoot with rubrics for advanced scoring of assignments. Setting this purpose allows the class to understand why you're playing the game and sets a tone for how it'll be played. It's easy to remember to acknowledge excellence, but don't forget to reflect on incorrect answers. This is a great way to teach test-taking strategies on multiple choice exams. It's also a great way to review content and clear up misperceptions before a test. Finally, expect noise and have fun. This is an important part of the game and what engages students. In my next video, we will explore how to save the results of your Kahoots in order to collect student data for formative and summative assessment.